Hi there, welcome to another Handmade Holiday 2017 video. These are all last minute ideas for gift packaging, tags, just little ways to add a handmade touch to your holiday gift giving. Today is my 2017 version of gift bags, and these are going to be vellum favor bags with a Yeti bursting through, featuring mama elephant stamps and dies with a little pretty pink Posh thrown in, using my favorite peekaboo die, because what is cuter than a little vellum gift bag but the Yeti bursting through? I think it's just the perfect combination and a really fun, cute way to give a gift. Vellum gift bags are something I did a few years ago using a lawn fawn die, and I thought it was time to revisit that. Every year I do some sort of a favor or gift bag, and this year I am featuring the Mama Elephant Favor Bag die, which is my absolute, probably favorite favor bag as far as size goes. And it has components that come with it that make creating different fronts for the bag really easy. As I've mentioned before in many videos probably throughout this season, the Me and My Yeti and Sentiments from Yeti stamps and coordinating sentiments are probably among some of my most favorite Mama Elephant has ever released. I am using the Yeti with his arms wide open and the Santa hat from Me and My Yeti with the Sentiments from Yeti banner and greetings for my favor bags. Now, as I always do with my Handmade Holiday series, I try to keep the projects under an hour. These went over, and I bet they probably took 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours, to create just the 2 bags. So they're a little more time consuming. I did not make as many of them simply because they did take a little bit longer, but I think the results are worth it. Sometimes you want just a really nice way to give a small gift, whether it be jewelry or little cosmetics, maybe gift cards, just a fun way to give a gift card. Lots of little items that you can tuck into these little vellum gift bags. The addition of vellum really dresses these up, and I'm going to show you how I customize these. It is a step that if you take out of the equation, the gift bags are going to go together much quicker. So I started out with stamping and coloring the images for my bags. Like I mentioned, I have the Yeti. I'm using my new favorite color combination for the Yeti, BG 90, 93, and 99. At the end of this video, I will link to a gift tag I made with this Yeti using this color combination, and this is what inspired the color combination for these favor bags because I absolutely love it. I think it's really different and outside my comfort zone as far as colors go, and I love finding something new that I love that really works. For the banner, I'm doing a traditional red and green alternating banner here. Super quick coloring, the little Santa hat just in some shades of red. You could use whatever colors you want to. Like I mentioned, very traditional here. I knew already with the vellum gift bag, I was going to do a red front for the bag to have the Yeti bursting through, and I just didn't feel like kind of introducing a lot of different colors, but you definitely could go with whatever color combination you prefer. I even think maybe doing a gold or silver front of the bag and keeping it very classic would dress these up a lot more and make them maybe not quite so whimsical. Still whimsical, it is Yeti after all, but maybe make it a little bit more elegant just by switching your color combination. Now, once I have all of my banners and the hat and the Yeti all colored, I'm going to use the coordinating Me and My Yeti and Sentiments from Yeti dies to die cut these components. I'm only sharing coloring one of these on screen, however, both are colored exactly the same. Both gift bags are exactly the same. There are no differences between the two. That keeps it easy and keeps the time commitment to create these down to a minimum. I like to put a little post-it tape over my dies and die cut as many of the components with one pass of my machine as possible. So you can see I die cut all 3 of these with one pass of the machine. Plus those 2 little tags there, that tag is from the Favor Bag dies, and I'm going to use that to add a little embellishment to the top of my bag. Now these Favor Bags were die cut from Vellum. I am using a tonic craft mat underneath my work surface because I can easily take some Stazon cleaner and clean it up when I'm done. But I'm customizing my gift bags to make them look like pattern vellum rather than plain vellum. This is that step that you could eliminate to save quite a bit of time. I am completely stamping both the front and back. Each Favor Bag requires that you cut this die twice to make the Favor Bag. And I am just mixing and matching the Mama Elephant Holly's snowflakes all over these bags to create that pattern vellum look. I think it's a little bit hard to see in the photos, but in real life, it dresses up the vellum bags so much. So worth it in my opinion. I think it really adds a lot to the design. You could use any kind of pattern that you wanted to for the background. It would probably even be cute to do a text background, do a whole bunch of Yetis all over the background. Whatever you want to do. I think the Holly snowflakes are stunning. These are beautiful snowflake designs and they create just amazing backgrounds as well as accents. And I've used them a ton this season. They were released for this holiday season, so still a fairly new product. The holiday releases from Mama Elephant for this year were just phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. So again, as I like to do a lot, I like to combine old and new product. The Yeti, the sentiments, and the snowflakes, all new. The Favor Bag has been out for a while. This has been out quite a while actually, and I've created many different Favor Bags with these dies. It's something that I do not tire of at all. Now I did die cut a white rectangle here using the accessory die from the Favor Bag die collection that's adhered to the inside of the bag. I decided I needed a little bit of something back behind where I'm going to have the Yeti bursting through. You could definitely leave that step out if you wanted to. I really just felt though that my Favor Bag needed that. I don't really think the window doesn't show a lot. If the Yeti didn't take up so much of the window, I may not have added that because you could see kind of what is inside the Favor Bag, but with this design, you're not really going to see that at all. Now let's create the window for the Yeti to burst through. This is again with that same rectangle that fits the front of the Favor Bag perfectly. Here's a look at the finished bag so you can see him bursting through. Then I am combining the Pretty Pink Posh Peekaboo die. Again, this has been out for a few years now. This is a fantastic die when you want an element, a critter, whatever it is, to be bursting through your card. I have used this multiple times. It is one of my all-time favorite dies because of the way it makes it look like there's this hole punched through your cardstock, and you can have something come bursting through. So you can see that it's die cut there. Before I actually kind of trim that and open it up, I'm going to stamp some sentiments from the Sentiments from Yeti. It'll finish off the greeting so it reads Merry Christmas and Yeti New Year. So cute and clever. I'm going to stamp that with Versamark, heat emboss with white embossing powder. It's much easier to stamp this before you kind of snip the center of the peekaboo die and fold those little flaps open. So that's why I went ahead and did this part first. Something to keep in mind, rub off that powder from the anti-cling tool if you use one. It's going to look a lot nicer. Let's go ahead and assemble the gift bag, and then we can put the bursting panel on the front. So on all of the little tabs here on my gift bag, I am using some 1/4 inch score tape. This is a vellum bag. Any adhesive you use is going to show through. It's just a fact. So I like to use something that looks as clean as possible, and score tape is it for me. I'm simply lining up the two panels to assemble them together. This is just another look at the inside of the bag, placing that white rectangle where it goes. And I probably should have put that down before I adhered it, but I didn't want to rip my bag. It really doesn't matter a whole lot. So there's what it looks like. I could have done it on the other side. I see that now. It's always funny what you see later on. That at the time you're like, oh no, and then whatever. I'm going to pull off the rest of those little tabs. Go ahead and line up the bottom and secure my gift bag. And then I like to just kind of pinch the sides. That makes it fold so nice. There is that adorable little bag. Snip the center of the peekaboo die and then simply poke your little fingers through. And I like to take a Teflon bone folder, just kind of help keep those open. But the interactive element is what makes this so fun. Then we're going to stick Yeti inside here. It's part of the reason I did not color him all the way down to his feet. Those are going to be hidden. Take a black pin and add detail to his eyes. And then look how cute. He's bursting through that piece of paper. I just can't get over it. He fit perfectly. I can't tell you how delighted I was when the idea in my head actually worked out. I just was so excited. A little glue on the very ends of the banner. Really, the magical part of this whole design is the fact that Yeti is interactive as far as he looks like he's bursting out. You want that dimension. You don't want everything to be super flat for these gift bags. Now on the tiny little tags, I took one of my favorite stamp sets of all time from Mama Elephant, the mini messages. I can't tell you how many times I've used this stamp set. It's fantastic for many different holidays and occasions. Stamped a little greeting on both of my little mini tags. I'm going to go ahead and flip my panel over. The glue should be dry now from adding the banner. And I want to make sure I have some nice strong adhesive on the back of this. I do not want it coming off. I'm using the Glue Glider Pro Permatac. Glue that panel in place on the front of my bag. And then I am ready to simply finish these off. I'm going to thread a little red ribbon through the top. I've put a little lawn trimmings twine, this is red and white twine from a couple years ago at least, through the mini tag and thread that through my pretty red satin ribbon. This is some ribbon I got in a order from Ellen Hudson. I love getting those little bits of ribbon because I always tend to use them on projects like this. I think it's phenomenal. This red is perfect, beautiful, matches the red of the Lawn Fawn Chili Pepper cardstock perfectly. I just love it. I think it adds a beautiful touch. I would fill these bags with some of the little red crinkle material and tuck whatever gift I'm putting inside in these, and then simply tuck those under the tree and give them as a gift at the holidays. I will go ahead and finish this last one, and that will finish up these Vellum and Yeti favor bags featuring Mama Elephant stamps and dies and that pretty pink Posh peekaboo die. Thanks for joining me today for another handmade holiday project. The supplies I used to create my project are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here are a couple more videos featuring Mama Elephant that you might be interested in. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.